morning, Old High. It is Thursday, February 4th. Miss Lyons here for your morning announcements, and I am so happy to be here with you today. So I get the honor of reading the announcements. There aren't very many announcements, but I want to talk to you about the Choose Love statement for today, which for me is a great lesson to remember. Don't hold grudges. You may have heard about holding grudges, or they keep a grudge, or they hold a grudge. So let's talk about what is a grudge. So this one time when I was hanging out with my sister a couple of years ago, she said something that hurt my feelings. She hurt my feelings, and it was like 4 years ago, but I still remember it, and I'm still a little mad at her. Okay, if you are holding on to some anger or negative feelings about someone because they wronged you, that's holding a grudge. So here's why you shouldn't hold a grudge. Yes, you want them to learn from their mistakes, and ultimately you don't want them to do that thing to you again. That's the ultimate thing, is sometimes we're mad at somebody or we're mean back to somebody because we want them to never be mean to you again. We just want that behavior to stop. But here's the deal. If you never tell them that you were upset, if you never tell them what they did anything wrong and never accept an apology or let it go and forgive them and move on, because forgiveness is hard. But if you don't forgive and move forward, then it can really affect you in a negative way. It doesn't really affect them in a negative way if you're the only one that knows about it. Don't hold on to that grudge. Figure out a way to deal with it. If my sister said something mean to me 4 years ago, I guarantee you, my sister, her name is Lindsay, she's my little sister, but she's a grown-up now. I could sit down with my sister Lindsay and say, Lindsay, there was this time 4 years ago when you said this, and it really hurt my feelings. And you know what my sister would say? Oh my gosh, Leslie, that's my name. Oh my gosh, Leslie, I'm so sorry. That was horrible of me to say, or I don't even remember doing that. And then we would talk about it, and she would say, I will not do that again. I'm so sorry. That is a very productive and healthy way to handle a grudge. So those aren't easy conversations all the time, but if you can think of someone that you've been mad at for a really long time for something that happened maybe in the past, think about how you could resolve it. Think about how either you need to productively handle the situation, or you need to find a way to forgive them because it was long ago. Do they even know what they did? Anyway, so today's Choose Love is don't hold a grudge and make sure you're practicing forgiveness. All right, next up is Gold Slip winners. Favorite time of the announcements. These are all from Miss Holland. Now, we love this at Old High. I love leaders, and all of these had a willingness to help others. They organized the science makerspace. If you've ever been in Miss Holland's room, you know that can be a big task. So, thank you, Hannah Klubine, Kinley Fries, Emma Morrow, and Talia Pigo. Thank you for being leaders. Thank you for being helpful. That's exactly the kind of night that we like to see. Okay, guys, next up, join me for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. Okay guys, we cannot finish announcements today without talking about our amazing counselors. It is National Counselors Week. School counselors are the best people. They hear all of our dirt, right? We all got problems. We all have bad days, and guess who's there? Always to listen to us. They listen to us. They help us come up with ways to solve our problems, even as adults. They're great. Miss Crewman today does all kinds of extra stuff, like she is in charge of announcements. She does it every single day. She comes up with everything we're supposed to say. She does a great job there. She also collects and delivers all of that food in the cart that you guys donated. And then Miss Hammaker is always there with a listening ear and a kind heart, and she's taking care of kids that are here and virtual, and you guys just have no idea how much they help all of us. We just wouldn't be as great of a school if we didn't have counselors like Miss Crewman and Miss Hammaker. So, thanks guys. Okay, remember, make today your best day yet.